Complete the diagram below and write the multiplication problem and answer that would go with it. So in order to complete the diagram, you want to pause the video and copy the diagram on your paper as you see it. Then we're going to be writing the multiplication problem and the answer that goes with it. So right now we're looking for missing pieces, including when we have pieces inside, which means we're looking for the area, or the area is given. So the green one, the area is given to be 4, so looking at the top, the area is 12, but on the top we see 4. So 4 times what will give you 12. So right away I can say, well, the missing number on the side has to be 3. So we're multiplying to find the area. If the area is given, then like what part is missing from it. Now if I want to do this piece right here, the yellow one, the area is not given, so I need to look what is really given. So if you're looking at the top is the 4, and on the side is the 2/3, so we still have to multiply. So inside we're going to write 4 times 2/3, or the area after you multiply. When you have 4 times 2/3, we can write 4 over 1 times 2/3 to make sure we're multiplying correctly. So 4 times 2 is 8, and 1 times 3 is 3. So inside we're going to write 8 over 3, but here we showed work. Now let's look at another one. So I'm highlighting it just to show you which one I'm talking about. So if I do this red, the area is missing, but looking at the top, I have the dimensions, and on the side, so we have 3 times 1/5. So let's record that. So for the red, we have 3 times 1/5. Similarly, we want to do the same thing. 3 over 1, 1 times 5. So 3 goes with the 3, 1 goes with the 5. So go ahead and multiply them and record it in your paper and on the diagram, on top of the diagram. Then lastly, if I color that blue, the area is not given, but we are given the dimension on each side. So on top says 1/5, on the side says 2/3. So we have to write 1/5 times 2/3. So multiply and record it into here. Now once we have that, they want us to write the multiplication problem. So let's write it. So we're looking at the length times the width. So if I go on top, it says 4 plus 1/5 for the length, and that's an expression, times, a little dot or little times, and then let's go on the side. On the side says 3 plus 2/3. Now when we have a whole number and a fraction, that really becomes 4 and 1/5. We can add them together, and similar to the other one, so write it on your own. So the problem is actually that. Now we also want to find the answer. We actually found the answer separately, but we need to add them together. For example, right now we need to add this number plus this number plus this number plus this number to find the total area, which will be the answer to the multiplication problem. So as I'm writing, I'm going to say the answer or total area. So let's see, we have 12 plus 8/3 plus what you found, plus what you found. So write them in. Now when we have this, we want to use a common denominator and add them together. So come up with a common denominator, and then that 12 could be in the front. If you get a number bigger than 1 after you use common denominator, then you can make that 12 larger, like is it 13, 14, and so on. So common denominator, looking at the bottom numbers, you know, what are they and what do they all can go into. So usually is a number that they all go into, like I said. So I wrote the denominators from the area, but you were supposed to do them. So you should know that one of them has a 5, one of them has a 15. So the common denominator you want it to be is 15. So before you do any other work, you can rewrite it. So I like to rewrite the problem because you will be changing. Again, this is your work. I don't want you to copy from the video. I want you to be thinking. So when I want to change it to 15, I'm going to multiply here by 5, or the giant one, so 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. If I want to make 5 to be 15, so I multiply by 3, and 15 will stay the same. So then you would add them and you would have a common denominator. So finish this problem on your own.